Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, we are going to talk about the 8th anniversary Sugo Fest because we now officially know the structure. We also know that we will be getting 4 debut legends and not 3, one of which won't be a Super Sugo Fest, and of course I am talking about Anniversary Oiran, Boa, Nami and Robin. That also means that the Sugo Fest will have 5 parts in total, part 1 with all legends included, part 2, that is the Luffy part, part 3 with Yamato Ace, part 4 with Kaido, and part 5 with Oiran, Boa, Robin and Nami. We do not yet exactly know the pool of legends that each part will have available. We know the new rare recruits will most likely be available in every single part. We do not know the rates though, or the rate boosted units yet. When we do learn that, I will make a video on which part is the best for you to pull in order to help more players make a decision. You can help me out by subscribing to the channel to also not miss future anniversary content for One Piece Treasure Cruise. The beautiful Oiran girls would love for you to subscribe, so do so if you enjoy the content. Without further ado, let's jump into the steps of part 1 because the steps there will be different from every other part. The Sugo Fest will of course also be a Super Sugo Fest, and all their Super Sugo Fest exclusive legends will also be available in specific parts. We are currently looking at the One Piece Treasure Cruise official Discord. The link for you to join there will be in the description, and all the information here is provided by Godot, so shout out to him. We can immediately see the dates for each part. Part 1 starts on May 11th, the first day of the anniversary. Parts 2 through 5 though won't come out with part 1, and they won't even come out the day after part 1 altogether. They will be coming out one day after the other. So part 2, May 12th, part 3 on the 13th, part 4 on the 14th, and part 5 on the 15th of May. Which to me personally is the stupidest thing ever. Especially when we actually have a Blitz battle going on the second day of the anniversary. So either you pull on parts 1 and 2 or you are pretty much screwed for the Blitz battle. It is such a bad decision, it's crazy, not even just for the Blitz battle. Imagine you want to pull for Kaido in part 4 for example. Your anniversary does not start until part 4 except if you want to spend on part 1 and take your chances, without being able to guarantee the unit you really want. To me, that does not scream anniversary and it is a horrible decision. But I do not want to make this a rant video, so I digress. Let's actually talk about the Sugo Fest. Part 1. Step 1. There is a step, let's go. Rate boosted character. They actually changed this step a bit. A rate boosted character actually means that it can only be a rare recruit, not a legend. But of course it does not guarantee one of the new rare recruits, just one of the rate boosted one, who to be fair it can even be a story unit from 2014. So we have to wait and see what the rate boosted RRs will be. Steps 2, 3 and 4 all guarantee a legend, okay. Step 5 guarantees a new character. You're welcome by the way, obviously my perfect Sugo Fest video inspired Bandai to make this step. But in all seriousness, this is a great step and finally, about time, we get it in an anniversary Sugo Fest. This means we can get any of the new RRs or any of the new legends even, of course, with a lower rate, much lower rate than the rare recruits, but it is still a decent step. Better than a rate boosted or legend step. The next step is a rate boosted Sugo rare unit. It cannot be a rare recruit, but we do not know the rate boosted legends yet. In my opinion, part 1 seems to have all the legends available, so I am kind of worried about the rates, but we have to wait and see once again. Step 7, rate boosted rare recruit again. Step 8, all wanted posters have a 50% chance for a Sugo rare character. This is an okay step, I expected to see it during the anniversary, but it is a bit of a trap. You are not guaranteed anything, it is still based on luck, you just have a higher probability of getting legends. Step number 9, rate boosted rare recruit again. Step number 10, rate boosted legend. Step number 11 and 12, rate boosted rare recruit. Guaranteed legend after that, rate boosted rare recruit again, then rate boosted legend, and pretty much you get the point, the steps keep on repeating. We do not have any limited pool, any super limited pool, and that is another indicator for me that leads me to believe that all the legends in the game will be available. I really hope that's not the case and I am wrong here, because I don't really want to be pulling V1 Whitebeards in the 8th anniversary Sugo Fest. As you can see, we keep scrolling down the steps, and step number 30 is a guaranteed new Super Sugo Fest legend. So if you go to 30, you are guaranteed to either get Luffy, Yamato Ace or Kaido. Even though it seems like more Super Sugos will be available in part 1, step number 30 guarantees you a new one, but not the one you want the most. Have that in mind. For that to happen, you need to pull in the specific part of your most wanted character. So let's proceed to the rest of the parts because they all have the same structure. The only difference is that Multi 30 guarantees the main new legend that is on the banner. For part 2, it is Luffy. For part 3, it is Yamato Ace. And for part 4, it is Kaido, while part 5 has the Oiran Trio, not a Super Sugo Fest unit, but still a new legend. With some extensive detective work, we can also deduct from the banners some Super Sugo Fest exclusive legends that will be available in each part. So Roger, Newgate and Yamato for part 2 with Luffy, the V2 Straw Hat Crew and Super Sugo Fest Law in part 3 with Yamato Ace, Onigashima, Luffy and Kid in part 4 with Kaido, and finally Roger and Oden with the Oiran Trio in part 5. Now let's see the steps for parts 2 and onwards. We have a first step. It is a miracle, but it is the classic and loved rate boosted or Sugo rare character. At least there is a first step, which doesn't say much about the situation of the Sugos lately, but whatever. Steps 2 and 3, guaranteed legend. Step 4, rate boosted or Sugo rare character, these return here in the later parts of the Sugo. Step 5 is a limited pool legend character, but if this is a good step or not will be decided by the amount of legends available in the limited pool. And dogs are barking outside, so it's probably a bad sign. Step 6, rate boosted or legend, and the same goes for step 7. Step 8 is the super limited pool legend, and I really hope we have good legends here and an actual super limited pool, not 10 legends, but again we have to wait and see. It is a good step though, it is not a rate boosted or legend. Then we have the same thing as 9, limited pool again for step number 10, and after 10 things go downhill pretty much. We barely see limited pools anymore, just rate boosted or Sugo and guaranteed legends, except step 20, which is a super limited pool legend, and also of course step number 30, where we actually get the new featured legend guaranteed. I really hope none of us have to do 30 steps though. The $1 million question: is this a good Sugo Fest or a bad one? I think the structure is better than I actually expected. Does that mean this is a great structure? No, because my expectations were extremely low. To be completely honest though, part 1 seems like a decent part. Now, saying that out loud, I am thinking take this with a grain of salt because we do not know the legend pools for any of the parts, we do not know the amount of legends, we do not know the rates, we do not know a lot of important information to say if this Sugo Fest is actually good, but the steps are decent in part 1. In parts 2, 3, 4, 5, not so much. We see a lot of rate boosted or legend steps, we do not have a lot of limited pools, we do not have the new character step, we also do not have the 50% legend rate step, but that of course happens because the new featured legend on each part will have equal rates with the rest of the available legends in that part. So Luffy and the rest of the 25 legends, let's say, available in part 2 will have the same rates. But in part number 1 that does not happen for the new legends. All the new legends are available in part 1, but not with equal rates. The rates probably will be halved, and we will have other legends that will be rate boosted. And it really depends on if every legend in the game is available and what the rate boosted legends actually are. Because if, for example, in part 1 that I say has decent steps, we have V2 Jinbe, Capone and V1 Whitebeard rate boosted, then part 1 immediately becomes worse than what I think it is right now. I really hope they don't mess the rate boosted legends up too much. And if we consider the fact that we have 4 new legends compared to another debut Super Sugo Fest, this part 1 is immediately better because we have more chances of getting something new compared to a Sugo Fest that only 1 or 2 legends made their debut. Here we have more chances in total of getting a new legend, which of course we cannot guarantee is the one we want the most, of course. Before you pull in the Anniversary Sugo Fest and before you decide which part you should pull on, you should definitely ask yourself if you want one of the new legends way more than the others, because if you do, it is probably better for you to do some pulls in their specific part. So for example, if you are a huge Ace and Yamato fan and you want this unit a lot, but you don't really care or like the rest of the debuting legends, then you should probably focus your pulls on part number 3. But of course, if you have saved up more gems, then you can definitely split your pulls between the parts that Ace and Yamato are pullable in, so parts 1 and 3. And that goes for every featured legend. For example, if you want Luffy, you can split your pulls between parts 1 and 2. And so on and so forth for the rest of the legends. At this point, all we can do is wait to learn the rates and the legend pools for each part, for its limited pool and super limited pool, and then make a decision. Of course, as I have said multiple times, I will make a video trying to help everyone, so make certain you subscribe. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about the Sugo Fest structure for the anniversary? Do you think we have decent steps? Are they better than what you expected? Are you disappointed? And do you think part 1 will be decent, or are you worried about the rate boosted legends? Tell me in the comments down below, I would love to hear your opinion, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.